Penrith's excursion to Auckland was their first outing since the club's decision to replace Matthew Elliott as coach at the end of this season. It remained to be seen if that would galvanise the Panthers playing group, who were anxious to avoid a third straight defeat. Under the circumstances, the last thing they could afford was to concede a try like this with just 6 minutes gone.
They've fumbled and we may just have our first four-pointer of the afternoon.
Locke got the nod to get the Warriors on the board with a real bonus try, while the man who committed that monumental blunder tried his best to atone with a scything run that put the Panthers back on the attack.
Here comes Michael Gordon straightening. They can't let Flash go. They do get him finally.
On the next tackle, they produced a frenzied four-pointer that wasn't all that well received by the Mount Smart Stadium crowd.
Is he going to get it? No. Ball's still alive. And do they score? Does Tim Grant get across? Yes, he does. No hint of a forward pass anywhere, no hint of a knock-on, and the Panthers are on the board, 6-4.
In wet and blustery conditions, both teams lacked attacking precision, with the Warriors left to rue a couple of decent opportunities that fell to Krishnan Inu. The first one was always going to be tricky, but a player of his ilk should have bagged this one.
It was a bullet that should have been taken, and it wasn't.
Those misses left the two teams locked together at 6 apiece, with 40 minutes remaining. In contrast to the Warriors' other winger, Kevin Locke was having no trouble converting any half chances that came his way, with this 80-metre dash coming a mere 90 seconds into the second stanza.
He's away, the crowd are on their feet. Locke slows up. What's he slowing up for? Try-time Warriors. Locke gets the double.
Did he have the speed? No one was going to catch him today.
However, the enigmatic Inu is always capable of pulling off something special.
You got it! This time, third time lucky for Krishnan Inu, and the Warriors are in.
Those two converted tries evolved into a 14-point lead when Brad Tye was pinged for not playing it on the mark, presenting James Maloney with some easy extras, before a superb Brett Seymour grubber sat up sweetly for his ever-present fullback.
Ohio! Try! He looked up, he looked left, he saw Ohio, and it's another four-pointer for the Warriors.
It had been a horrible half for the Panthers until Trent Waterhouse got on the end of a very suspect Travis Burns offload.
Burns shows and almost goes and passes it off to Trent Waterhouse. Some suggest forward pass. They're not going to get it. Waterhouse scores.
It was apparent that the hosts were already thinking about a hot shower when Penrith snared a further consolation in the shadows of full time, scored by a Warriors junior.
Nuffy Salawini, welcome home, but it's all just a little bit too late.
The final margin of 8 was a flattering one for the visitors, and even though Ivan Cleary would have been disappointed about the way his men finished, the Warriors would still be satisfied to have backed up their triumph in Melbourne with another important victory. David Rowlands, Big Pond Sport.